see if the enemy decide to have a gander. And they do! Ooh! From Kreisnack. And see what happens, I guess. A fair bit of artillery to play with. Let's get the balloon up in the air. Gas, playing with the enemy at this point. We're going to gas these. Oh man, this is a lot of gas. I mean, why not, right? Get in as many as we can, murdered if possible, and not having a good time. Boom! And they are all dead. Excellent. Turn bar the Duke. Oh, I knew I should have put airplane there. This is going to be a lot, this. Let's go again. Oh man, this is not fun. If you're like me and love a bargain, then you're going to love the link in the description, as it's going to take you to Instant Gaming, which is a platform that will save you a lot of money on all of your games. This includes Steam, GOG, PlayStation and Xbox also, as well as many others. I've bought a couple of games from here and saved myself some money. You should too. The link is in the description. Be sure to check it out. You'll actually be surprised just how much you will save. Not only will it be helping me out, but you'll be helping yourself out as well. Be sure to check it out. The link's in the description. Thank you. Howdy doody everybody. Welcome to MoisTea Gaming, where we are playing the Great War, the Western Front. As you can see, for those who are, well, not caught up, we are right next to the capital. Isn't that wonderful? 1 star remaining on there, but we have a secret plan of going around the capital. Still keeping bombarding it, but going around just to see if we can actually encircle the entire army of the Germans. Just because we can. Been slowly looking forward to this for quite some time, and I'm hoping that we can steamroll into the capital by the time the encirclement is done with our own tanks. Now, we're getting there. We've got that to go, which is a few months worth of stuff, which is going to take a few months to get around here anyway, so it should work out just fine. Looks like I left it at the where we've just done a lots of murderage anyway. Yeah, we did. That was it, because we had a battle in Simien where we set up and had a look at the more advanced trenches and things, and then just blew them up a bit with some bombers. So rest of the line looks extremely thin and sketchy as normal. They're having a look at Pyrenees and things like that, but it's fine. The Americans sent a lot of more troops over to us as well, which is lovely. They've all been shafted over to Kaiserslautern for the extra murdering power. So we need to end the turn, because that's where we left it, and see if the enemy decide to have a gander. And they do. Ooh. They're going for Charles-Charmain again. I need to do something about that. They seem to like going for the same areas. This reckons it will be a great loss. It's the rainy season, so battlefield mud and things are going to slow the enemy down, which is good for us, because they're going to be going at us. The artillery is also going to be a bit naff, which is wonderful. Now, they are going to be coming at us every now and again, so what I am seriously debating is getting the concrete bunker MGs. We've recently had a dabble with the mortar version, and I was absolutely gobsmacked at what I've been missing out on, because they're so good. I had no idea that they could actually survive just that much. Honestly, I thought it would just be a bit of a meh. But no, they're absolutely fantastic. So I also would like very much to have the MG variant, because they do get blown up quite a bit and suppressed and things, which is quite irritating. So we're going to work on that as well after I have a dabble after this battle. So here we go. We are yet to do an advancement on this. I think last time they had a dabble here, they literally came in, took A, and then went back home. So yeah, you decide what that's about. Need to try and keep our costs low, but to be fair, I don't mind going a little bit more to upgrade some of these perhaps. simply because they keep coming here, I will happily use a little bit of global supply to get this fixed. So we have better chances of murdering them, and we also want the men in, so we need some good British lads in. These lot are very good in defence. We only have 20 of them now, just because that's all we have, really. So we'll get them floating around, get a couple on the edge so we can move them over to the middle. And we'll get a couple of extra ones in here as well, so we can reinforce these as well. I don't want to shove all these at 2, just because the enemy come in and artillery us, then we take more needless casualties. Now, do I upgrade these bits further? That is the question. Another question is do I get some gas in? Because that was quite funny last time. We'll have a couple of rounds of it. We could potentially blob it around here. It was quite funny when they couldn't really do anything against it, but we're going to be limiting our... Hey, what did we have when we came in? We had around 400 and something. So we should have enough for 1 round of gas if we go for this. We should, and then we can get a few... Do we get mortars in, or do we get a few MGs in? That is the question now. Go for the mortars, we can get 2 solid ones, but we are going to be lacking on MGs, but they're probably going to get blapped anyway. We've got... Oh, we do have a bit of air cover as well, so we'll see how we get on. We could just blop it there, for example. This little bit of an experiment. We'll see what happens. Let's give this a go. Will the gas be worth it? Probably. It is the good mustard stuff, and it murders them when they're getting a little bit giddy. Hopefully it will reach. That loaded stupidly quick. Off we go. So this is where we can... Oh, we've got enough for 2 shots of gas. That is exceptional. So if they come at us in a good force, we can just gas them out. That will definitely do them more harm than sticking a couple of MGs in. So that was a good investment. Especially while we do not have the variant of this for the MGs as well. Just got to wait for them. We do have the air... Oh, no, there's no Air Force available because it's raining. That's right, we can't fly in the rain, which means the enemy can't either, so they're not going to be sending bombers after us, which is lovely, but they may send tanks. If they send tanks... Oh, if they send tanks, we're in trouble because we don't have any bombers that we can send up against them. These these mortars will do them damage. I don't know how many shots these can take from the tank now. That is the question. I think they'll get destroyed rather quickly in comparison to a tank. But there's only one way to find out, and that's if they have a gander. So we'll just wait for them. By the way, come and join the Discord. The link is in the description. I want you there. We can have a chinwag. And you'll get regular updates on other things, which is a little bit more difficult to do on YouTube itself. So come and have a gander. You can do that now while we're waiting for the enemy to arrive. Not going to lie, they are taking the time now. They've had 3 minutes to organise. What are they doing?
This position is ours.
Oh, wait, what was that? Alright, they're at A. Let's see what they do here. If this area was actual forest, that would be fantastic. I'd stick a few men in there, that is for sure. I wonder if they're going to start artillerying us and how much of an effect this will have. As these upgraded trenches do provide extra protection. Oh, that's a thought. Will these trenches here mean that the tanks cannot cross? I do believe that the tanks can cross basic ones and comms trenches, but not anything more advanced than that. So maybe this is actually more of a artillery suppression doodah, but actually some good tank protection. So ideally they won't actually be able to get in here. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Here we go, we've got some enemies coming in now. They are going for a suppression. But because we have gone for the proper one. They can't suppress that, so we're going to keep shooting them. Our mortar suppresses the enemy so they can't shoot or use their grenades. We've took some losses there from the artillery, but we are definitely murdering a lot more of them. They've got lots of regulars here, no signs of anything other than that really. They're getting a rolling barrage in. Thankfully these guys, oh, they can't shoot neither because they're still being suppressed. So we're going to go in hand-to-hand combat, it would appear. That mortar is doing them a bit of damage. That rolling barrage is still suppressing the lads. The mortars are doing some great covering work. That is fantastic. Another rolling barrage, but I think they've definitely misplaced that. They're suppressing these as well. It's going to cause us some casualties. They're coming up here. I don't want to use gas until I have to. I've only got 2 shots. We have managed to successfully repel them from this location. While there's nobody over here, we'll get those lads in. We'll get a full juicy one in there, just so that we do not lose. Well, so that we can fit a nice juicy one in there like that, and then all them can be shooting instead of half a battalion or company, whatever. And look at that, we're still holding strong. Where's the enemy going to go next? Look at this, it takes a battering and it can still keep firing from this. Definitely worth the investment. Gonna wait for them to come again for round 2. They've lost 7 minutes though. And oh, they're going to be at B. Yes, they are. So they're probably going to come for a split one now. Units that did go over to B will be coming in probably at the same time that they've got sent some over here for reinforcement. Look at these dead bodies. They're not having a very nice death, really, are they? That is for sure. That tractor is somehow still alive. Excellent. The Germans in World War II did have much better trenches than the Entente forces in general. There's documentaries about it and things. So it's definitely worth a look. Still wasn't necessarily a pleasant place to be, though. That's B gone, so we'll see what happens now. I strongly suspect that they're going to come and have a gander from both sides. Here we go. They're going for a rolling barrage. This might be time for the gas. What are we going for here? We'll go for here. Hopefully there's more than that. They're coming over here as well, but there's no artillery to protect them. Come on, gas. Yes, the gas is there. It's not doing them any favours. I think they may have gas masks. It's not hurting them. No! No way. Don't tell me the gas doesn't work anymore. Oh, wow, look at this. Our mortar just smashed them. But they're in there. Oh, man, that is not good. Destroying some of our artillery now. They're really coming in at this side. A lot of this is suppressed. Oh man, yeah, this is not good news. If they have researched proper gas masks, that means mustard gas is going to be off the cards. And that ain't good. We'll get these running around here, get you running around there. They're going to get in around this section. Could send these lads in to help these buddies, but it's not going to be enough, I don't think. I think we're just going to have to send all of these over. They're still coming in this area. Stormtroopers. They've got more suppression coming in. All of this lot needs to go away. And we can send some more troops up. Nobody coming at this direction, so we get another one in there. These are pretty much done. But we've no one to replace them with, so we might as well keep them in. These lads, however, we can definitely send in. Do a reshuffle like that, and then everything stays that little bit stronger before they get too close, hopefully. Swap them around. Then we have the company with more men on the firing step. They're all doing stupid things, but they're getting there. Same over here. They're sending men this way. They've got more lads coming up from this direction. That is quite a powerful artillery barrage. I think that's a couple, perhaps. We are getting slapped a bit. They're pretty much done. There's only 57 lads left in there. As you can see, increased... Oh, that's just their buffer in general. Have they had enough? Have the Germans had enough? They're definitely not coming in a large blob like what they were before, so this may be it. It would be good if we could just merge a couple of these half-done-in companies together. That is one thing that I've always wanted in this game. These, for example, just merge them would be a lot better. Look at this. Despite all of that artillery, this is still very strong. That is wonderful. Oh, there we go. They have requested a ceasefire. I'll have that. Thank you. Successfully fended them off again. How many murders did we do? I'm going to predict 5,000. Let's have a gander. Oh, not bad. Not bad. 5.5. And we lost 1 and a bit. Not bad. I'll have that any day. We only have one company there, remember? And apparently we liked that battle. We ate into our global supply a little bit, but it's fine. And that's all that they are going to do. Radio. Well, if the gas doesn't work the same anymore, we are in trouble, not going to lie. And it's probably a good job that we are working our way over to get the tanks. The MG... is there? What do we go for here? Do we go and get the tanks and then get that? Or do we get this first? I think it might be wise. We could go for the MG just because I want it, really. And then continue over to the tank warfare. No, we'll stick to our guns. We'll grab that. We'll do a bit of both. We can grab the increased damage from the MGs, which is nice. Then the next turn we can grab the gun emplacement improvement, and then we'll go straight for the tankage. That sounds good to me. So that will be a few months, which is still in line with our plans. Now looking at this, they have wiggled their troops around again, so we're going to have to reinforce Charlemagne. Oh, cat, get off the keyboard. Thank you. He does that all the time. Gonna get some more supplies in now, that is for sure. Just spent £1,000 on a few more. Not ideal, but it is what it is. Definitely gonna have to rearrange the troops. I'm gonna have to grab some from up here, but we also need to keep Hazebrook and Arras in some kind of protective form. We do keep trying to go for Chalon-sur-Main, so we'll probably have a couple more in there than the rest of them. Who else I need to keep an eye on? Lille, they have 6 corps there. I've got 3 infantry in Hazebrook, 2 in Arras. I'm going to have to nick another one from here. We can move the Indians over to Arras as well. That should be enough. Then over here, I've done it now, so we have 3 infantry in Chalon-sur-Main, and Chateau-Thierry. We've got a few as well. That should be enough. The rest of it is fine, and then we need to go and start bombarding the enemy. Now, it's rainy season here, so that means we can't go for the plains, which is rather irritating. But we can at least attempt to throw some shells at them and see what happens. Better to do that than nothing at all, so we'll do that straight away. Oh, wait, oh. Oh, this is super rainy season. We cannot actually move or attack from there, so we're going to have to attack from Kaiserslautern just to actually bombard them a little bit. Now, I could go and win this campaign right now. I could. But I want to surround the entire thing first. That's my plan. So we're going to go for that. Or just bombard them from Cry's Neck. And see what happens, I guess. It does delay Simmern, but it does mean that the capital does not get its superstar back. Can't quite remember if I did another undermining here, so we could at least do that. This is how we left it. What big holes did we do? Oh, we did a large one there. This should be a reservoir now, but it isn't. And then... oh, we've done another one here. So yes, we're going to go for another undermine. Where do we stick it? So the best place, in my opinion, because usually we seem to be coming up this way and through here. Now this way is quite happy. You can stick men in this forest. So anybody coming from this direction gets murdered, and anybody coming from over here should also get murdered, because we can have men here, blow this up and send them in. And we did that in the last battle, I think. We had the Americans running around this way, with the French coming up this way with a bit of American support, which worked wonderfully. Coming through here, that worked quite happy as well. There's not much there that can actually shoot us. Easily suppressible, especially with the forest right there. So we're looking at this. Now, I would like it if we could still keep shooting the enemy, just like we did before. Now, getting into these trenches is really easy. Just because this forest here, you can run around and go blop, and then you're in. Happy with that? Absolutely. We can get men in here shooting these while they come and infiltrate this section, and then, well, if you watched it, it was there. It was beautiful. So how do we dictate the battlefield next? Now, we could go over here. Start blapping a little bit of this. Or we could... See, they come from there. That's their reinforcement point. So technically, if we were to grab this, getting to this bunker, and then hold this bit here, but blow up this, that could also be a very good option. Because getting from there to there shouldn't be too difficult. We could just smoke the lot. That might be a good option. Anybody over here will get murdered from these. And then they'll be coming in here, probably just running straight at this section, which two set sections of trench here and this will murder so many of them. I think we will go for that. Let me know what you would have done in the comments, because I'll be far ahead of you by the time you watch this one. So we'll go for something like that. Hoping there's going to be men occupying this as well. Now we'll get some balloonage in the air, some artillery and things. Ooh, this is an opportunity actually. This could be quite fun. There was a mention at some point, I can't remember who it was, but if we go full artillery, and I mean full artillery, that will be hilarious. Let's do it. Don't even know if I'm going to be able to fit all of these in. May have to get creative. I can get a lot of them in down here. Like so. Maybe a few more over here. We need them a little bit closer. Oh, we've got room this way. That's going to be quite potent. Yep, some more over here will do. We'll just stick MGs in because it'll be fine, I'm sure. Still going to get 9 more in yet. I can get more in this way. Oh, this works beautifully. We'll go this way. And that's it. That's all the artillery. Oh my. Right, that's going to eat a lot of our... a lot of the supplies. We'll upgrade these just to the slightly better ones because we can. I don't know how much supply we're going to have left by the end of this, but it'll be alright. We can stick some MGs in because we're going to need to. The enemy may well have a gander. I'm sure 3 MGs each will do something around there, and maybe a double here. And a little bit of something down here. Just to make sure that they don't get too giddy. I'm going to eat into global supply a bit just for this one, so it should be funny. Look at the state of this. That is ridiculous. That is mad. Could potentially get rid of the undermining. Problem is, it's raining. That's the only thing. If it wasn't raining, these would be so destructive. We'll see what happens. I've got room for 2 lads, so we'll have 1 up here. And we'll have 1 down here. Just because. Let's begin! Yeah, if this wasn't raining, it would be so much better because the artillery would do the same amount of juicy damage that it normally does. Alright, we've actually got a fair bit of artillery to play with. Let's get the balloon up in the air. Might even stick these men over here. And these men in this bit of forest. Just to stop them. We'll be able to see them coming anyway. Oh, the undermining is going to do a wonderful job. I'm not going to be able to click these fast enough, I'm not going to lie. Oh, I love it. Righty-o, we should get rid of that balloon straight away. That way they will send a few lads in. We'll also get an indication of just how much damage the artillery is going to do, and by the looks of it, not very much at all. So it might be gas that we end up going for. But we do want rid of that balloon, so we'll go for that. We can't use the Air Force because it's raining. Look at how many heavy artilleries we need just to eliminate that. That is ridiculous. Normally it takes 3 tops, and we're having to use about 10 for that. So that just shows that the artillery is going to be rubbish. Bit of a shame, but it is what it is. We've got these lads in here. We could push them up to this section. Just in case the enemy get giddy, that will keep them quiet. And then over here we'll do the same, keeping these quiet. They'll be alright for a minute, I suppose. Where have they gone? There they are, get in that forest, lads, real quick, double time. Get rid of, well, suppress some of this as well, just to make sure nobody gets murdered. Now that balloon is out of the way, they don't have another. They're probably going to be thinking about sending a few lads over. Like that, we are murdering them. They're running back to their trench, which is fine. Once we're in here, they're not going to be able to do anything, so as soon as they come out, they're going to get shot. This is just to make sure we do not get rear-ended. We do not want that, so we might as well gas them a little bit here. Oh, we actually lost 12 men there, never mind. So let's go for a bit of gas and see how the enemy reacts. I don't know where they're going to go. We'll go for there. Let's just see what happens. We're literally playing with the enemy at this point. See, look, they must have gas masks. Oh. Oh, it does hurt them. Oh, they don't like that. Okay. It still absolutely destroys them. That is quite funny. So this is going to be a very expensive way of doing it, but it is what it is. We're not going to gas them, we're going to gas these. Oh man, this is a lot of gas. I mean, why not, right? All the gas. They're probably going to be sending in reinforcements. We'll try and get in as many as we can. Murdered if possible. They're not having a good time. They're reinforcing this area. Look at them all running away from it. Could stick another one just right there. on that. It's great when you can see what the enemy are doing. All of these aren't too happy with it. All of these are uninhabitable. They've sent a lot of them home. It appears that the raiders and things are really resistant towards the gas. The regular infantry doesn't like it right much though. Maybe that's another attribute of the raiders and things, which I wasn't aware of. Hey, look, these guys, look at that, they just get murdered by it. But the raiders have been running around in it for about 10 minutes. And they're not bothered. What's that about? We'll see if the enemy end up coming over here for a bit. And when they do... I mean, this is just funny. I'm going to gas that again. They're going to keep coming. Why not? Oh yeah, they're not happy about that. They're really not happy about that. Now, it just shows how high their health is. Because it takes ages for it to go down. It does this with the tanks. But they're not happy with that gas at all. They're definitely sending a few chat. Look, it's not hurt them at all. There's got to be something in that. Whereas these guys, it decimates them. Look, gone. There's got to be something there with that. But anyway, let's blow this up. I think we've played with them enough. Are you ready? Boom! And they are all dead. Excellent. That has left a hole. Well, that will mean now, once we've come around here, we can easily occupy this. We can easily occupy this bit of trench. Run in here and run across into that and storm this and murder them. Sounds definitely like a good solid plan. I'm going to leave this one here, or we can just murder these. Seeing as they're running at us, might as well. Look at that. Well, that is the capital gassed, so we'll leave it there. I reckon we murdered around 3,000. Oh, no, that's... Oh, there you go. Not too bad. And we lost 12 men. Yeah, nobody liked that one, so that is wonderful. We only ended up spending a little bit in the global reserve, so that's fine. So we're going to have to end the turn here. Let's see if the enemy have a gander. I did move my troops, didn't I? Yes, I did. Let's go. Let's see what the enemy do now. I suspect they will. Enemy spy in Swarabaka. They keep spying there. They want it. I don't think they're going to get it, though. Oh, they're in Bar Duke. Oh, I knew I should have put airplane there. I hope they don't have tanks, but we have 2 companies here, so that's wonderful. This is another one of the hot spots that they like to keep going for. It's quite irritating, though. Alrighty, so this is what we had last time, apparently. Does this mean that we've had another set of lads in here since? I can't quite remember what it was like last time. But we can upgrade some of these, that's for sure. We'll do that. And around here, because we can and probably should. Their trenches are just immense. Absolutely ridiculous. Well, we've only got this little corner. We do have a bit more supply here, and the French don't use really any on the deployment, so we could go the even better ones here. So we'll do that, I think. Look at these bad boys, aren't they tidy? And these are the middle class, and well, we've got rid of all the rubbish ones, so wonderful. I do remember the enemy having a gander over here quite a lot last time. So if I stick a mortar here, right there, anybody in that range should be suppressed. So if by the time the enemy get in and spot our troops in the forest, because it's a forest, you fill it with men, then they should not be able to shoot them and they'll all get murdered. That's the plan anyway. I may stick another one over here. And over here. Or do we just go for another one down this way? Maybe. Maybe down here. So we do have a lot of coverage from that one. If I bung it here, I'll cover a little bit of that. And help over there a bit. Maybe that's a little bit too far back. I'm thinking, do I want to protect this a little bit more? That's my main do here. But I also need to make sure that they stay alive. We'll go for that, I think. I don't think they're going to go right over here. This will definitely give us the best coverage, I think. So we'll go for that. See what happens. Now we have... Oh yeah, we've no air support yet. Damn it, I should have put an artillery down or something maybe. But we've got plenty of things here. We'll get our lads in the forest straight away. We'll get... How many should we go for? 3, there's 4. We'll go for up there as well maybe. Ooh, that will be cheeky. I might do. Yeah, I'm going to do it. Get some men in here. We do actually have 10 companies spare. These will not be covered by mortars though, so that is a risk. All of these still have many men in, so this should be good. If the enemy do send one artillery in the middle of this, all these men are probably pretty much done. So they need to get up there rapid. We've got another one here even. There's probably around 6 in each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then we've got 1... Oh, I don't know where they're going. We'll find out soon. Gonna wait for the enemy now. Oh, they have snipers! Oh, where's that? Taking sniper fire. Oh, man. Another toy that the enemy has that we don't. That also means that they have elite units here. Because only elite units have them now. The enemy are at B, so we'll soon see how this turns out. Here we go. They're having a gander. There's some of the elites. They're going to be having a gander over here straight away by the looks of things. Crawling around in the mud currently, at least some of them are. They look like they're having a bit of a party, actually, not going to lie. Not too sure where they're going to go. Maybe they are aware that there's men in the forest. Have they learned? There's a lot of them. A gas would be wonderful right now. But are they actually avoiding the forest? They're thinking about it. It doesn't look like they really want to, though. They are now being fired upon. Mortars are coming in, absolutely obliterating some of them. That was the whole idea of having these here. The enemy get close enough to actually find our troops. They're going to get murdered. Well, that's proving beautiful. It will suppress them as well. We also have the other one which can potentially shoot it. They are now trying to suppress it with artillery, but because this is a reinforced mortar nest, it won't work, so we can keep shooting them. Look at this, they're just going to get murdered. These are conscript units, so these are the weaker ones. These still, I think they're just guarding B, to be honest. But all these are going to get murdered. I wouldn't be surprised if they end up going for A on the other direction, but we'll find more men in the forest waiting to ambush them. If we were to lose this mortar, see, that artillery should be right in there. Suppress everything here and they'll be having a much easier time of it. They're getting a little bit closer, and they did shoot. They murdered 11 men. Not nearly enough. There's a lot more of them coming in now, though. That is a bit of a rush. Whether we can stop that in time, I don't know. But these are going to be in trouble if we don't stop that really soon. We're gonna just shoot that, man. Just shoot that area. As long as we don't get spotted. Nah, just do your thing. Just shoot them, please. Right, they are suppressed because of that. The game is struggling a little bit. It usually does when there's men in the forest. It doesn't quite know how to handle it. As you can see, it's meant to be on double speed this, but they always go a little bit funny. They are still desperately trying to get rid of these mortars, but it isn't going to work. We are taking a few losses, but it is what it is. We could even send these further in. They've nearly eliminated one. This has been very much concentrated fire for the duration of this. Well, there we go. That's probably saved them. And the game is starting to speed up again, just about. Hopefully, yeah, it is, and we have murdered lots of them. This mortar being eliminated, though, is a little, well, about to be eliminated, is a little bit of a worry, though. If that goes, then we may have to resort to the trenches. If they both go, at least. Anyway, that has now been destroyed. Thankfully, we still have this one. It does not have the same range on it, though. They're shelling. Oh, they are. They're shelling the forest. That's new. Maybe the enemy has wised up. Need to get them out of there, unless it's just because that they were seen. I hope they don't continue to do that too much. Game's speeding up a little bit again, which is nice. Keep that going. They are definitely keeping going this way. They may be going for a build-up, or they've realised that they don't want to keep going. They've not surrendered yet. All these dead bodies in the forest will be a stark reminder that, yes, you don't want to go in there. And here we go. Ceasefire. Yes. How many did we murder there? I'm going to guess 7,000. Oh, not as many as I thought. 3, 4, 5,000. Okay. Anyway, we held them off. That's all good. We lost 441 men there, if you didn't catch that. Germans didn't like that too much, hence their national will has gone down a little bit more. Are they going to come at us again? They are! This is going to be a lot, this. Let's go again. Oh! Oh, this is the first time they've done this. They're going for wipers. Or Ypres. We don't have any air support there neither, and they have 6 cores waiting for us. That may be a problem. We maybe got a little bit too comfortable. We're gonna need some airplanes in this. I hope they don't have tanks. If they've got tanks, we are in trouble. Probably going to be the longest episode I've ever done of Great War, because all these battles, and why not? I am actually trying to do these videos a little bit longer. I'm going to try aim for an hour now, whereas before, well, between 45 minutes and an hour, whereas before it was generally around half an hour. And this is going to be a mess. Not had a battle here before. They can come at us from many angles. We're only going to be going on the defense, so we can get rid of all these awful trench placements that the enemy, the AI does for us. Rightio, now all them are gone, I'm going to think about actually sticking some placements in. Now, I can stick men in here, that will help protect this area, but all of this is going to be mainly hammered. We might need to do an adaptive variant of our usual thing. Whether it will work or not is questionable. Oh, it might work. Doing it at a funny angle like so. Maybe, maybe. Could bring it a little bit forward. Like so. And bring it in. Just got rid of all of them. Could go for something a little bit like this. This could be the base one. With our thing. Then we've got the outer layer. And then this could complement this area. Maybe? I mean, it looks alright to me. Let's just connect that up like that. Keeps them away from the command trench. Plenty of depth. Anything over here can be supported by troops this way. This area is the weak point. We could potentially have one or two in here guarding a little bit of that. So the center is the weak point here. As time goes on, we could potentially do a bit of a comms trench all the way down there so we can get to B faster. And running all the way down here so we can get to A faster, but we'll see. Don't plan on doing any attacks from this location, so I'm going to keep this the way it is. I want to upgrade these ones for sure, in case they have tanks. That should stop them from getting through. Should. I'm not too sure if that is going to work. But there's only one way to find out. And that's if they even have tanks. We can reinforce this easily by having men run, because this is our reinforcement point, run into the forest and then go bloop that way. And if there's nothing from this way, we can just run over and go bloop over there as well. Seems alright to me. Now, one thing I really would like to do is stick an undermine in our territory. Oh, you can't do it in your own territory. Oh, well, whoever that was, I can't remember who, but they did mention it, is if you were to undermine in your own territory for when the enemy were coming at you, unfortunately, you can't do it. We're stuck with our own devices. Will a balloon assist us? Probably not. Some mortars definitely will. And stick a few down here. Like that, we can have 3. We need enough money to get these troops in as well. Could also do really with upgrading these bit of trenches up as well, just to see. Let's get some troops in. Now I need to also think that the enemy have 6 cores here. I want it defensed up. Will artillery be better? Or will it be better to have some more reinforced mortar nests? Because I can bung more in, but I can't do it after the battle. But I can get more men in after the battle, so it might be wise to stick more in now. But it's going to be a choice of either a little bit of heavy artillery, which could be useful, or more mortars. I think more mortars are going to be the key here. It will stop the enemy raiders and things shooting at us. And if the tanks come, there are our probably only defense, so we'll probably stick a few more in down here. Something like that, and maybe another one here. Spread them out a bit. 5 mortars is quite a bit. Could even go for another one if we really wanted to. This area to our right isn't that well covered, so I'm going to do that there as well. These should be protected from rifle grenades because of the distance. I don't think they can quite get that far. We'll have to hope that they don't get blown up. We can get some more men in, and once the battle starts, we'll get the rest of them in. Quite good to see the Belgian forces in this. You don't see them all too often. And I think that is going to be our lot. We'll have a bit of supply. Oh no, we've no planes, do we? I keep forgetting. That's gonna have to be it. That's all we can do. So let's get this started. Once the battle starts, we can get a few more men in. Hopefully they don't have tanks, but if they do, I want to see how these mortars deal with them now. They used to be one-shot gone mortar, and that was it. They're through. So here we go. All of our lads are in. We've got 17 more infantry corps that we can bring, companies that we can bring in. But it's actually a good job we didn't spend any more. We do need to get these chaps in there. I want a few in there. We'll go for 5 in there. Maybe 2 in here. Or actually, I might get some of these over here. That'll be 5 and 2, 4 and 3, and then we'll get another one over here. So that'll be 4 and 4. That should be good. Let's get them in. I'll set these up before the enemy get here. Stick them quite far forward for the time being and see what happens over here. Probably going to want to do the same thing. We'll try them on a bit of a funny angle, and hopefully they will stay protected in the forest instead of turning. These guys as well. They're all nicely in there. If we have 1 or 2 chaps actually out of the forest, they do get murdered quite happily. Might even bring these back a little bit. That way our mortar can then actually help. That is a good shout, actually. Come back here. That'll do. We can easily see what's coming. They're now all nicely placed. Got a few men everywhere. We are just waiting for the enemy, and they've not... Oh, they do have tanks! Oh, man. Right, get these lumps of men down here quickly. Go, 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 go. I need to be quick. Need to get them out of here. Get these in the forest. Just clear the area, lads. Just go. They've got bombers as well. Oh, they've crossed there. What? No. Oh, we are in big trouble. I mean, big trouble. We've got rid of one, which is great news, but we're basically having to abandon this whole trench line just so that we can keep our lads alive. The mortars are dealing with the tank now, but it is talking like 3 shots and that's it, it's dead. But we have destroyed 2 of the enemy tanks with it. There's another one coming. Look at them on the approach now. Oh, that's gone. Come on, mortars, deal with the tank. We've only got a couple left. You might as well just go home. Oh man, this is not fun. These guys are just going to get slaughtered. Might as well send them that way. We are destroying them, but they've got bombers as well. And that's another tank that's going to go. Yes, right. Now we can counter and get our lads back in this trench. Am I glad that we got that in? Oh, absolutely. These lads haven't done anything, but they did a major push down here. They are actually getting into this area. We can push them out. Get new lads in here and here. And keep sending more men down this way. I'm glad this forest is here. Might be a bit snookered if that wasn't. Don't forget more lads, we'll stick them down here. Our supply severely depleted. Really, I didn't know that one. Everybody's getting caught up in there. Now we are going to be running out of men. I saw a big chunk of supply just disappear there. That was not looking good for whatever that was. They are getting in. We'll have to take care of that like that. Got more men, get them in here. That would be ideal. Their bombers are probably going to take out the rest of our men here. We can start pushing these out, get some of these in. What are they doing? Why are they at the trench? Oh man, you are absolute lemons when you do this. And now they're running back. Okay, we'll leave them to it. Get these lads running down here. That was a big push by the enemy. They're artillerying this a bit strangely the way they are going about it, but it is kind of doing something. We need more men up there and quickly. They seem quite keen on going for a full frontal. So we'll keep going at that. No more tanks to be sighted yet. That is good. I don't know if we will survive another tank assault. I'm not going to lie. Look at them all though there. Shoot them, lads. Shoot them if you can. That will be rather helpful. Now they've no tanks, we are actually causing them quite a bit of a mess, but we do not have the mortars anymore. Look how strong they are. We've got plenty of lads down here, but it isn't going to be that effective. We do need to get more of them in. We'll just stash them down here for the time being. That is it. That's all of our lads. They are getting eliminated in the trench here. Not ideal. We're going to break through that section. Hopefully they give up and then we can just murder them. They have morale boosters. Oh, they've... Oh man, that isn't great neither. Now I've got the option now. Do I keep pushing and try and force them out? Or do I let them come at me like they are doing and hold this sector? Because they're going to have to come across and keep getting murdered that way. We've still got a few lads in. They're now going home, which is nice. We do want more lads up front, really. Because here they come again. They are going to get murdered, but we need to make sure... See, I can't be losing any more men now. If they've got more tanks, we are in desperate trouble. Now there's nowhere for these lads to go, so they're going to keep getting in. I could definitely do with getting some of these chaps over there. So can't be having them get in. Look at them all. Maybe gas would have been a good idea. But their artillery is running out. We are now quite happily murdering them, and they are in range of our mortars, which will be doing them not very good. At least one of them is functioning on this sector. Not pushing them out seems to be the right call. Excellent, excellent. I may even bring these lads out. Nobody's going to be able to shoot them, I don't think, so we'll just get them out that way. As long as they behave. Hopefully they don't... Oh no, that was a bad shot. Oh no, we've been protected by the mortar. We've definitely just about got away with that. They've got 10 minutes. What are they going to do? They've got planes around doing not much. Their balloons over there, so they can't really see us. Let's wait for the next wave. Oh, they've ceasefired. Thank for that. Yes. Ooh, that was a little bit close. For comfort, not gonna lie. We need aircraft in that region, that's for sure. The Belgians really did put up a stern defense there. That was excellent. Oh, that cost them quite a bit. They lost 3 heavy tanks. 5,000 infantry. We lost 3,500 infantry. Oh, if we had the bombers there, that would have been a lot nicer. We would have kept hold of our mortars. But I'm glad I put all those mortars down, or we would have definitely been done there. 100%. Nobody's happy with the end of that. And that should be that. Now, this is definitely a long episode. I hope you have thoroughly enjoyed the extra content. I will be looking forward to your comments and thoughts, and I will see you in the next one. Again, come and join us in the Discord. It would be great to have you on there. Once again, thank you. See you later. Bye-bye.